In the next general election, obviously the big things are the economy. Um, there's been a lot of talk recently about foreign aid, particularly. Other things which are quite important to me are this whole sort of thing about immigration. I think that people are going sort of very anti-immigration at the moment. I think it's a bad idea. They're pretty pro-EU, so that's another big thing for me. I mean, obviously, the big one for all students is the Labour Party promising to reduce tuition fees down to 6,000. The Green Party have gone even further and said that not only are they going to scrap tuition fees, but they're going to completely write off all student debt. So that's a pretty enticing kind of offer. But I mean, obviously, from the other side of that, you want to make sure that once you get out of education, that there is a job on the other side of it. And personally, I want to stay in higher education and go into teaching in higher education. So I've got to make sure that, my interest is that the funding is still going to be in higher education. And it's kind of an upsetting fact that basically if students stop paying tuition fees, the money has to come from somewhere. And so if the money doesn't come from the government, it's going to mean that institutions like this are getting less and less money, and they won't be able to hire or fund as many academics to do research. I think that the Green Party are sort of a bit of a reinvention when it comes to British politics, because we've got quite sort of entrenched in the main two parties, and obviously the Lib Dems as well, but people don't really have much faith in the Lib Dems. But sort of a side note to that is that the Greens are incredibly ambitious with their policies, and that's something that we haven't seen in British politics for quite a long time. So I would like to think that there is sort of an optimism about that, but at the same time I do question how effective some of their policies will be if they're a bit sort of too radical.